Hi guys, let's get straight to it. This episode is about the tiered remuneration system of the Swiss National Bank. As of today, the exemption threshold of the Swiss National Bank is increasing. The Swiss National Bank increased its exemption threshold already once in September 2019. After implementing that policy change, market interest rates, in particular the SARON, went up, and that could happen today as well. In this episode, I would like to explain why it can happen that market trades occur at interest rates which are higher than the interest rate target of the Swiss National Bank. To do so, I prepared a little bank here. The bank is the glass. The blue thing inside is the liquidity of the bank, which it holds at an account at the Swiss National Bank. And the gray line is the exemption threshold. You can see that on the biggest chunk of its liquidity, this bank is paying zero interest rate. Only on the liquidity which is in excess of the exemption threshold, it pays minus 0.75%. That means it would like to get rid of that part of the liquidity. If it meets on the market with a low liquidity bank, the following trade can happen. Imagine what both banks want. This bank wants to get rid of that liquidity at any interest rate which is higher than minus 0.75%. For example, minus 0.5%. And that bank here is happy to attract money at negative interest rates, because it can invest that money at zero interest rate at the Swiss National Bank. So if this trade is happening, money flows from the high liquidity bank to the low liquidity bank at an interest rate at, for example, minus 0.5%. That is, at an interest rate which is higher than the Swiss National Bank's interest rate target. What the SNB will do today is it will try to top up the liquidity of the low liquidity bank up to its exemption threshold, in order to prevent these kind of trades from happening. Unfortunately, the Swiss National Bank does not provide any information on its repo operations. From that, we could see if the Swiss National Bank is providing liquidity to the market. But of course, from the data on the SARON, we see if they're successful at keeping market interest rates close to its interest rate target. Thanks for watching, see you next time.